What's good, y'all? Prince Sports here. Drink the coffee. It'll make you feel better. And I got some good coffee. Best NBA players under the age of 25. Now, they do this a lot for almost every generation. We're about to head towards a new era with new stars. So, I'm going to do my top five best players under 25. Now, at five, I got a tie because I need to see one season where both of these guys fully play and who outplays who and who has a better season. And that's between Zion Williamson and John Morant. Okay? Two guys that got a lot of good potential. One guy can't stay on the court because he gets into trouble, legal trouble, injuries. Then the other guy can't stay on the court because he keeps getting hurt, injury prone. But they both got good potential for being not only all stars, but superstars. Neither one of them are superstars, but they're definitely on the verge of becoming good basketball players, right? Maybe superstars. But I need one season. So as of right now, they're tied because they're fighting for number five spot. Number four, he only played one season, but one season was enough for me to see that he's going to be the next wave of the future. And he may be building the next organic dynasty that could win multiple championships. That's Victor Wembanyama. Easily. He's been labeled as the next Kareem, all right? GOAT potential, that's what they say. You know, because when you mention the word Kareem, you're mentioning an all-time great, perhaps the top five. So that's GOATish potential, right? So Victor, yeah, I'd see him a lot of Defensive Player of the Year awards in the future. I mean, you could make a case that he deserved it this year. But I think they didn't give it to him because of the wins didn't add up with the stats. I keep telling you people, stats is only one half of the spectrum. You have to have wins to go with the stats, right? If one is missing, you're going to get penalized for it. So that's why he's at number four for me. But nevertheless, he cracked this list real early. Number three is none other than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay? The born Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, okay? He's the next Kawhi Leonard, so to speak. His skill set is one of those type of guys that can have 28 in the game and you won't even notice it. You know, it's mainly because he's not a flashy basketball player. He's a calculated basketball player. He picks his spots where he wants to score and be dominant at. And he's just not blockbuster when it comes to watching. I think this is one of the reasons why maybe the Joker got the MVP over him, because Joker is a tad bit more entertaining than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who tends to be very boring. You know, he doesn't pull off highlight plays, but he got the numbers to back it up. All right, and his numbers do merit with winning. They had the number one seed. They got a good amount of wins. All right, so his numbers do equal to wins. But he's at number three. Now, number two is a little bit controversial, a little bit, I guess. Luka Doncic is number two. He's at age 24. He's almost going to be off this list. But he's at number two for me because the simple fact, he's been in the league longer than most of the guys that's on this list. And he's had good talent around him, rather it was Jalen Brunson, Kristaps Porzingis, right? He's playing in the Western Conference and he has yet to make his team a consistent title contender, right? He normally puts up good stats, but his stats don't merit dominance from all year long to being called a title contender, right? He never uplifted his team to be a title contender outside of this year. Outside of this season is the only season that he put his team in title contention, right? The other years, he was always on the lower seeded team, barely winning, but just putting up good numbers. Not acceptable. So number one for me is none other than Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. You know, whatever you want to call him, Baby Jordan, the new Flash, Black Mamba Part 2, whatever. This guy is only 22 years old. And the reason why I got him at number one is because he climbed the list a little more faster. He already got his team in title contentions, right? At age 22. He took over a team at age 22. He did a lot in his breakout season that could only make me say, what will he do before he hits 25, right? So his ceiling is a little more higher. So that's why I put him at number one. And he's going to be on this list for 3 more years. So within that time frame, who knows what he could do within those 3 years? He probably could win a championship, you know, at a more faster rate. Maybe if he does it by next year or the year before next year. I mean, year after next year, sorry. And, you know, we'll see how that plays out. But the reason why I got him over the rest of these guys is the simple fact that his emergence, his level of getting better every single year increased it betterly, and his stats equal to winning. He helped his team win a lot. So, yeah, that's my top 25. Well, top players under 25 years old. Top 5. Sports out. Peace.